Hello, I'm Bruce Cohen, board certified in Immigration and Nationality Law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization. And I'm a lawyer with offices here in Houston, where I'm shooting from today, and I have another office in Miami Beach, Florida. And today I'd like to talk about, just briefly, some of the delays that have been going on at the immigration offices. First of all, one of major concern is the government's cancellation of a regulation that required that work permits be processed within 90 days. This was causing huge problems to the government. Of course, it shouldn't. There's no reason it should take more than 90 days to process a simple work permit application. But they've been having trouble complying with that regulation, and they've withdrawn it effective January 3, 2017. Now there's just no telling how long work permits are going to take. And I'm urging all of my clients to file for the renewal of their existing work permit as soon as possible, and don't wait for a month or two before it expires, because the signal from the government is that it's going to be taking a lot longer to get a work permit renewed. For the most part, they had been doing them within 90 days, although occasionally they got delayed. But now for sure, one can expect work permits to take up to 6 months and maybe even longer than that. So for anyone who's eligible to renew their work permit, I'd certainly encourage them not to wait for the last minute to try to get that work permit renewed. The other thing a lot of people have been asking, hey, if I file my immigration case now, I married a U.S. citizen, how long is it going to take? Well, at least in Houston, those cases had only been taking 2 to 4 months, and other parts of Texas were the same. In Miami, where we have another office, it takes much longer. But those cases were not taking very long to be processed. And then during the election year in 2016, the government stopped processing all marriage cases, and they were doing exclusively naturalization cases. Then on October 1 of 2016, the government stopped expediting the naturalization cases, and they went back to marriage cases and other adjustment of status cases. Well, due to the fact that they had interviewed exclusively only naturalization cases during most of 2016, they got severely backlogged. So now in Houston, where it used to take 2 to 4 months for a marriage case interview, it is now taking about 14 months to get an interview on those cases. Some people have now asked me, well, what about my naturalization? I want to file that now. And I've told them, good luck. There's no telling how long that's going to take, because naturalization cases got the priority for all of 2016, and now they seem to be concentrating pretty much just on the marriage cases and other regular adjustment of status cases. So one can file for their naturalization now, but whereas it used to take maybe 3 to 6 months on naturalization, sometimes a bit longer, I'm telling people to expect it to take a year or longer for a naturalization case to be scheduled for an interview. So that's an update on how things are going at the immigration offices, both locally and around the country, on work permits. And thank you for tuning in.